So for this coplanar force system, this rock is pulled by 4 persons with the help of cables. Okay, so tension T1, T2, T3, T4, they are lying in this horizontal plane. Okay, and therefore this system, this is called the coplanar force system. Okay, second example. So here three forces. One is force P, then second 600 Newton, and third is 1500 Newton. Okay, so they are acting on one ring. So this ring is connected with the ground. Okay, so all these forces, one P 600 Newton and 1500 Newton, they are lying in this vertical plane. Okay, so therefore this is called as a coplanar force system. So I hope the meaning is clear. What is meaning of coplanar force system? So this is another example where F1, F2, F3, F4 and F5, they are lying in this plane. There is a plane of the screen. Okay, so it becomes the coplanar force system. Next example here. So this board, so this is one advertised board. Okay, it is supported by 4 cables. So cables are connected at the corners. Okay, so this board is hanging with the help of the cables. So each cable will have some tension. So this is the T1, this is T2, this is T3, and this is T4. Okay, so if you draw one imaginary plane, so this is imaginary vertical plane. So all these vectors T1, T2, T3, T4, they are lying in this plane only. Okay, and therefore it is a coplanar force system. Next example, it is for the non-coplanar forces. If the forces are acting in different planes. So for this, I have taken one box or cube. Okay, so cube will have 6 faces. So here 3 faces are shown. So first force F1, which is 10 Newton, it is acting in this plane. Okay, that is a front face. So this is A, B, C, D. Okay, second force, which is 5 Newton, it acts in this plane, which is B, C, E, F. And the third force F1, which is 20 Newton, it acts in this plane, which is A, B, F, and G. Okay, so all these planes, they are perpendicular to each other, and this becomes the non-coplanar force system. Another example, so this is the real-time example for the non-coplanar force system. So this is one mobile tower. So this tower, it is supported with the help of different cables. So these cables are connected to the ground. So each cable will have some tension. So I will take this T1. This is T2. This is T3. T4. This is T5. T6. So if you observe these forces or cables, they are not lying in one plane. Okay, so it becomes the non-coplanar force system. Next type is concurrent force system. So concurrent force system means if the line of action of all forces passes through single point, such force system is called as concurrent force system. The line of action, it must pass through the single point. So here you can see one rigid object, and three forces are acting on this object, F1, F2, and F3. Okay, what is meaning of line of action? So actually this force F2, it acts on this surface or on this boundary. Okay, just extend this force. So you have to draw one imaginary line passing through that vector and just extend that imaginary line. Okay, this is called as a line of action. Similarly, F1, it acts on the boundary. So this is the contact point of the force F1 with the object. Just extend this vector and similarly extend F3. That is called as the line of action. So this line of action, it will meet at this point. So this is a point O. So this system is called as a concurrent force system because line of action of all the forces, they are passing through the single point. Okay, and this point through which all the line of actions they are passing, this is called as a point of concurrency. Okay, so the second example here, one hook which is inserted in the wall. Okay, so two forces are acting, one is F1, second F2. Okay, so actually two cables are connected to the hook. Okay, so if you extend this line, this is a line of action for the F1. Similarly, extend this line. So two line of action will meet at this point. Okay, so it becomes the concurrent force system, and this point is called as the point of concurrency. So this is about concurrent forces. So this is the real-time example. So here one object, so actually this is the slab. So this is lifted by using this crane. So this is the crane hook. Okay, so at this point there are two cables connected to the slab. So each cable will have some tension. So this is P1 and this is P2. Okay, and this hook, it will have the net force. So this is F. Okay, so if I simplify this figure, then this is the tension T1, this is tension T2, and this is the resultant. Okay, so it becomes the concurrent force system. Next is the parallel force system. So parallel means all the forces or the line of action of all forces must be parallel. Okay, so four forces, they act on one table. Okay, 500 Newton, 400, 600, and 700. Their line of action, that is the imaginary line passing through the force vector. So these line of actions, they are parallel to each other. So real-time example. So this is the traffic signal. Okay, so the signal lights, they are hanging from this frame. Okay, so weight of the street light is W1. For second light, it is W2. So weight will always act in the downward direction. Okay, so therefore this is the line of action for W1 and this is line of action for W2. Okay, so both the line of action, they are parallel to each other, so it becomes the parallel force system. So this is the real-time example for the parallel force system. Next is the general force system. General means this is a non-concurrent and non-parallel. So non-concurrent, non-parallel forces, this is called as the general force system. Forces are acting at different points and in different directions. Okay, so here we have one rod or an rectangular object and different forces F1, F2, F3, F4 and F5. They are acting on the rod. Okay, but if you observe the line of action, so line of action is not parallel. So this is first line of action, this is second, and even forces are not passing through a single point. So they are acting at different points. So it becomes the general force system. Okay. So today we will stop here. In the next lecture, we will see what is meaning of principle of transmissibility. And then we will discuss resolution and composition of forces. So this is your section 1.1. So if you refer this syllabus, so in the section 1.1, we have system of coplanar forces, classification of forces. So just we have seen classification. Tomorrow we will discuss principle of transmissibility, composition and resolution of forces.